welcome to the One for the Road podcast. My name is Mr. K. Alongside me, as always, C Squared. Tonight's topic. Yes, it's September 30th, so why not do it? The 2025 holiday movie premiere and preview. Let's call it a preview. The first one up on the list, C Squared. I know you saw the prequel to this, Wicked. You've seen Wicked many times, I know. You saw the first part of this epic movie last year. Premiering November 21st is Wicked for Good, the sequel to Wicked, winner of 2 Oscars.
Well, so did they roll the sequel out on Broadway? Because I thought Wicked was like a big Broadway success.
So what they've done in their infinite wisdom, good question, is they have broken up the, I think, 2-hour Wicked musical into 2 parts and made it a 4-hour movie. And so they made a 2-hour movie last year, and here's the second part of it.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, dancing on the screen is not quite the same.
Right. They say the first one was good. I did not see it. I think it was nominated for Best Picture. It did not win Best Picture. Won 2 other Oscars, probably in the area of special effects and other areas. None of the actors or actresses won Oscars to my knowledge. I don't know if they're saying maybe the supporting actress, Michelle Yeoh, might have won for it last year. I don't think so, but I didn't do enough research in that. But of course, it's the story of the Wicked Witch, played by Cynthia Erivo, and her friend at the time, Glinda, played by Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
So, C Squared, are you really revved to see this?
I am, if they actually do the right interpretation of the book, which was supposedly a book about the Federal Reserve.
So I think you're going to be disappointed.
And it was the silver slippers and the golden road. So the bottom line is, if they agree to actually go back to the original book, then we're all good.
I will. So I've seen the musical twice. It's awesome. I did not. I don't know. I don't mind seeing musicals in the theater. I saw West Side Story, both the original and the new one in the theaters. I've seen movies that they made, musicals that they made movies of in the theater. I will tell you that visually they've done some really interesting things with it. But yeah, just not really interested.
Yeah. And not the same as like Monty Python shooting a cow out of a catapult. I mean, that is the pinnacle of special effects.
Yes, the pinnacle.
It made
Star Wars has nothing on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you beat me to the punch. I was going to say it made Lucas jealous.
Yes. He tried to borrow it. The next one I have on the list, December 5th, is Jay Kelly. It's from Netflix. It's the highly anticipated collaboration of George Clooney and Adam Sandler. I mean, finally, the one that people have been clamoring for.
Yeah. Where is Owen Wilson these days?
That's a good question, because I have not found him on this list of stars who should be on some of these movies.
Yeah. Well, Harold Ramis, it ain't.
No. I guess this seems like a drama. I watched the trailer. My comment is, it looks really sappy. It's star riddled. It's from Noah Baumbach, who wrote and directed Marriage Story, which is very good. This is another Noah Baumbach collaboration with Netflix. Marriage Story was really good. That was a Netflix produced movie. Jay Kelly, of course, is going to be in theaters and in Netflix, much like Marriage Story was. But dude, it's got a pre-release rating of 5.9. That trailer didn't make me smile, laugh, or anything. I just saw a bunch of stars popping up on the screen like wild. And like I said, I guess the whole thing of it is like, oh my God, there's Albert Brooks. And oh my God, there goes Albert Brooks. I mean,
Yeah, well, and if you actually pay to see it in a real theater, you will see stars also like being punched in the eye. To take your money, and
Bugs Bunny like style.
exactly, bam.
That would be more entertaining. Man, this looks really bad. It's Clooney plays a movie actor and Sandler plays his manager, and how he's like, he's got all this fame, but he thinks he's missed out on life and decides to go to France with Sandler. I mean,
Yikes.
okay. And again,
Yeah,
why? So I'm going to bring this up early. There are movies that should be in the theater, and then there are movies that should be on streaming or TV. This belongs on streaming or TV. Why would I care or want to see Sandler and Clooney on the big screen?
yeah.
I mean, so I was thinking to myself, the last four movies I saw were Weapons, Long Walk, Fantastic Four, Superman.
Well, the last two were worth seeing.
So here's the theme in those. Horror is worth seeing in the theater. Comic books, superheroes are worth seeing in the theater. George Clooney walking around Paris?
Yeah.
I can get that on the TV. I can get that on the frickin' phone in, January too.
And hang up. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Jimmy and Judy, it ain't.
But you'll see this. There are movies on here that I'm like, why are these in theater? And then, and especially with the popularity of streaming, I'm like, why would people go to the theater to see mediocre rambling drama?
Yeah, right, exactly. That is,
so
that's right.
In that theme comes our next one, and I'm doing these chronologically. On December 12th, folks, the most anticipated movie and comedy of the holiday season, Ella McKay, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, of course. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wow, where you been for the last?
Well, she's had quite the rebirth lately. She won the Academy Award, and since then she's been popping up all over the place. Just wrapped up on Freaky Friday 2, was in the theaters, still in the theaters now that she's in, reprising her role there.
I saw that in the 70s. Was she the little girl in the 70s? I don't know.
No, she was like 20 in the 70s. So yeah, she's getting up there. Here's a question. Who is Jamie Lee Curtis's husband? I'm available for hints. He is famous. He is in the industry that she is in.
What is his role in the industry? An actor? Or?
Good question. He has acted, written, and directed some really good movies. He's also in a movie that was recently released.
Shucks. There's so many possibilities.
Yes.
I almost can't venture a guess.
I'll try and give you a good hint. He's in Best in Show.
I don't know. Danny DeVito.
No. Christopher Guest.
Okay. Interesting.
It's Spinal Tap.
Not to be mistaken for the illustrious Christopher Walken, but
right. So he's Spinal Tap 2 just came out. He's in that.
nice.
And he's one of the three major figures, of course, in Spinal Tap. He's made movies with Eugene Levy, The Mighty Wind, Best in Show, and a ton of others. Pretty funny dude. Was on Saturday Night Live for a year.
Oh, nice, man. I'll have to look him up.
Yeah. He's the one who uttered the famous line, "My mind goes to 11."
Oh, yeah, there you are.
Spinal Tap.
Mine goes to that. Yeah, and that is probably the most famous
Guest.
line in that film, man.
Yeah, that's Christopher Guest.
That's awesome.
Anyways, back to Ella McKay. Her Christopher Guest's wife, Jamie Lee Curtis, is in Ella McKay. This is billed as a comedy. I watched the trailer. I didn't crack a smile or laugh or giggle at all.
Dude, there almost is no such thing as a comedy anymore. The writing has just been berated into nothingness.
So this one should be good, but in my mind, like I said, the trailer's horrible. This is written and directed by James L. Brooks. He created Taxi. He wrote Terms of Endearment. He wrote Broadcast News.
Yeah.
He's written other movies that are really good.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like one of them.
Right, dude, because I almost look at what do you do that applies to the current public, because the public is so diverse at this point in time. How do you actually do something that has mass appeal?
Right.
You know,
so I'm looking at this trailer, and he's pulling out tricks from like the 80s. And I'm like, that doesn't fly anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, good God.
Yeah.
Also, it does help. Taxi had DeVito and Andy Kaufman. Right. Ella McKay's got Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Now let's rate them on the comedy spectrum.
Right. Yeah. And the other aspect of it is that Taxi was kind of funny on some episodes and a little bit of like a sappy Joe on other episodes. And,
right.
It wasn't always all that funny.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty consistently funny. I do hear you that sometimes they lean towards, Judd Hirsch and him being a good dramatic actor and having episodes that leaned on him and weren't exactly funny. But man, Christopher Lloyd, a lot of the ones with Christopher Lloyd were really funny.
Right. I mean, he's absolutely
a drug addict.
Yeah, right. And this is what you get. And it was so fitting. This is who's picking you up in Times Square in the 70s, dude. It probably is like friggin' absolutely, the not just comedy, but hey, I think I got picked up by that guy last week.
Right.
The
next one on this list, also going to be released on December 12th, is Hamnet. It's produced by Spielberg and Sam Mendes. Sam Mendes, of course, directed American Beauty and some other good. Revolutionary Road, very good movie. Again, this does not look like one of the best from Spielberg and Mendes.
Yeah.
Looks like an art school project. The premise of the film is William Shakespeare and his wife Agnes had this kid called Hamnet, and he died, and he is the inspiration to Hamlet. And I watched the trailer and saw a lot of kissing and hugging and crying.
It was a little on the rough side. And
so again, this looks like an art school project, and because of that, I don't need to see this in the theater. I can watch this on my phone, tablet, TV, on a streaming service.
See, and I look at it and say, you need more indie films.
Yes.
Where's Bill Murray when you need him?
Yeah, and I couldn't really, to that point, I couldn't find a lot of indie
Well,
films.
I
I
thought
did,
the thing he was releasing earlier was not. It was not. Did not seem like a comedy, and
right.
you know,
What's wild is a little trend I've seen, and I didn't look into this. A lot of the indie films and a lot of the indie films that were sprinkled into this holiday season are from other countries.
I do like that.
So, I mean, I know one year Past Lives, I think, was made in Korea, and that was really good. And it was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah,
And that was a real. And so, what I've been seeing is a lot of really good indie films are coming out of Asia.
yeah, good. That's awesome. And
So, bad on me for not diving into some of the. And there are a few sprinkled in Asian and other foreign country independent films in this holiday season, and maybe one like Past Lives, because Past Lives came out in the
yeah,
holiday season, I think, of 2022. It's just a remarkable movie.
yeah,
Moving on, December 19th comes, of course, we got to have a Bradley Cooper movie. We had Maestro last year, which was just wonderful, quote, unquote. So we got to have a Bradley Cooper directed movie. Is This Thing On? Starring his buddy Will Arnett. Will Arnett wrote this. Will Arnett is 1/3 of the Smartless podcast, the number one podcast currently.
yeah.
And this looks like a comedian who's facing middle-age problems. It looks like let's try and get Will Arnett into a more serious role. Will Arnett's been very funny. He was in, oh God, shoot. Crap. The Ron Howard thing that used to be on TV. I can't think of it. It's killing me. All right, let's move on. Do you remember? It was pretty good. TV show with Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, David Cross, Ron Howard.
Arrested Development.
That's it. Very good.
Yeah. Well, I had some help from the
Thank you.
audience in
Arrested Development.
and that was good stuff. That
So
was
Will Arnett was very
did
good
not
in that.
realize Ron Howard was associated with that.
Yeah.
That was
he did the
funny as all get out.
Yeah. I think he was the narrator and the director of a bunch of the episodes. Will Arnett's really, really funny in that. And he does not look like he's going to be too funny in this. And it's a drama. I just think Bradley Cooper and Will Arnett go way back. This seems like best friend buddy.
Again, you need to you need to take the risk and limit your audience, and just say that, you know what, some people are never going to see this because they don't find it funny and stuff, but the old school people are still going to go to see this because they do find that line of humor funny.
Right.
It's like, and instead of trying to like hammer the square peg in the round hole, and of let's make you a situation comedy actor. And
right. So there seems to be this weird trend of we got to have a Bradley Cooper movie every holiday season. His first one was A Star Is Born with him and Lady Gaga. I got to tell you, that was pretty good. Bradley Cooper's a bit peculiar. I'm not going to go on a rant on Bradley Cooper for a bit. So A Star Is Born's good. Bradley Cooper, that was his passion project. He was going to remake A Star Is Born. It's the remake, of the Chris Christopherson, Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that one in '76? It's along those lines. It's the remake of that. Every time they remake it, they try to modernize it a bit, and it's pretty cool. There's a good scene where Lady Gaga's up for a Grammy, and Cooper's just really wasted and stuff like that. But what's funny is, what is it? Oh, shoot. I'm terrible with names tonight. Uh, anyways, he seems to be impersonating an actor who's in the movie
Interesting.
throughout it. Then he gives us Maestro. He linked up with Spielberg and I think Martin Scorsese produced Maestro, and Maestro is another directed and written project like A Star is Born, where he stars in it. And that is just like, look, I've got scenes in black and white and color and like an art school project. And again, this
Yeah.
again looks like kind of an art school project. And let's get my buddy Will Arnett a drama role.
You're right.
So this is a weird trend we're seeing. I think even Bradley Cooper, the year before A Star is Born, had a pretty good movie with Kate Blanchett in it. And
Yeah.
it kind of looked like kind of paranormal. And that looked pretty good. I can't remember the title of it. So, anyways, this seems to be
I
a
like
weird
I
trend.
like paranormal. We should do a
Yeah.
podcast on paranormal.
Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, I'll have to look up that movie and get it out. The next is the hugest, biggest blockbuster of the holiday season, Avatar: Fire and Ash, the third in the Avatar series.
Now, somebody's spending a lot of money on those, but I guess they have wide appeal. And if it's
Yeah.
actually got good special effects, then okay.
Yeah. The problem I got is the gaps between movies, and seems to be a new trend too.
Yeah.
Avatar 1 was released in 2009, broke all sorts of records. I mean, huge box office hit. I do recall, I didn't see it in the theaters. I do recall people going, dude, if you don't see this in 3D, you're gonna want to shoot yourself in the head. And I took that a step further. I bought the DVD and tried to watch it on TV, and I wanted to shoot myself in the head.
Yikes.
Because it's not a good movie without 3D.
Yeah, right. Right.
And that's what a lot of people were saying. And everybody who watched it, I guess, loved it in 3D. 13 years later comes the sequel.
Right. Yeah.
That's a hell of a wait.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it took you 13 years to raise the capital to actually be able to produce frigging.
So this next one, the one that's coming out this season, is Avatar 3. It's been 3 years since Avatar 2. I remember the trailer coming out in Avatar 2, and it was just like, I just saw a bunch of blue people jumping around. I'm like, where's the antagonist? What's the story here?
Right, yeah. Well, we do just need more comedies, and I am still waiting for Dave Chappelle to call me
Yeah,
for
it's up the road from us.
yeah, exactly, for my blockbuster comedy script. So, Dave, I'm sure you're watching. Give us a buzz.
Yes. We could go up and see him if you want. Road trip. Wouldn't be that far.
Up to the dairy.
Yellow Spring.
Up to the dairy.
Anyways, I don't get this huge gap between all these parts. I mean, they're going to make 4 and 5. I heard the release date for 5 is 2032. I was like, yeah.
Good.
I'm like, who is keeping up with this? And, even if I guess if you saw Avatar 1 as a kid, maybe you're keeping up with this.
Right.
But
yeah.
I don't know who these movies are for. And I don't understand how you can tolerate a 13-year
Well,
gap,
and you don't know what
gap.
goes on. So I just watched this thing on if you remember the television series Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah.
Well, what it was essentially that after Star Wars, all those people who did all those effects for Lucas and ILM were out on the street. Dude, had no work, and so they all got picked up, and then apparently ILM decided to sue them.
Yes.
over these people. Well, guess what, dude? It was and eventually they dropped that lawsuit because I took your people and made them and got them jobs
Right.
while you were waiting to do your next movie, pal.
Right.
Because otherwise, the whole thing would have been disbanded. So. Guess what? Instead of suing me, you should have been thanking me and sending me a Christmas gift because I did you a huge favor,
Right.
man.
Dude, the gaps in Star Wars are the glory days compared to now.
Yeah, right.
I mean, so the gap in Lucas was usually 3 years. I think it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
77, 80, 83. The
yeah,
first original trilogy, it
yeah,
went 77, 80, 83, three
yeah,
years.
yeah.
Those are the glory years compared to 13 between
That's
avatars.
a little ridiculous.
I mean, Batman's doing it now. Batman's going to go 5 years between movies. The new Batman with Pattinson, the
Yeah,
first one was released in 2022. They're now saying the earliest the second will be released is 2027.
yeah. I mean, that's a huge gap right there, man.
I mean, so like I said, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter, those gaps were tolerable, but these
Yeah,
are
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
5+ years?
yeah. And the whole Lord of the Rings thing, dude. Gosh, imagine the amount of effort it took to put those things together. If you can turn those around in 3 years, then should almost be able to turn anything around.
Right, exactly. I mean, Batman. I mean, we're not talking about going to New Zealand and,
Right,
doing crazy erotic sets with castles and caves.
right,
I
exactly.
mean, good Lord, freaking, what was HBO's Game of Thrones was almost on a level of Lord of the Rings. And
Yep,
they
right,
were cranking them out like crazy,
right.
season after season.
You wonder who's running things.
All
So.
right. The best movie I saw or trailer I saw is another movie coming out on December 19th, The Housemaid. It stars Amanda Seyfried and oh shoot, oh God, sorry. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to look it up. Anyways, Amanda Seyfried's in it. Looks good. It's based off a book, a really good best-selling book. Amanda Seyfried is pretty scary, and it looks. I mean, it looks like a really good drama.
Yeah,
I like Amanda Seyfried. She won an Emmy and a Golden Globe for playing Elizabeth Holmes. The Sweeney Girls in it, but that
interesting.
looks like the best movie. Sydney Sweeney, folks, is in it. It looked really good. Really tense drama. The
Yeah,
basic premise is Amanda Seyfried and her husband are super rich, and they hire a live-in nanny. But relationships and things turn a little bit like I don't know if you saw Hands That Rock the Cradle. Reminded me a little bit. Did you ever see that?
I
It's
don't
an
think
old
so.
movie, where they hire a nanny and she ends up being a psycho. Well, the wild thing in this is the Amanda Seyfried, the woman who hires the nanny, seems to be the psycho.
Yeah, right, right.
So
Interesting.
that looked pretty good. That was the only one that looked good to me. Let's go through. We're almost done here. Got a few others. So there are two movies coming out on Christmas Eve that sound like the same movie. So let me give you the descriptions of them. One's called Father, Mother, Sister, Brother. It's about estranged siblings reunite after years apart and are forced to confront unresolved tensions and reevaluate their strained relationships with their emotional distant parents. The second one is called Goodbye June. It's nearly Christmas when an unexpected turn in their mother's health thrusts four adult siblings. There's two movies about siblings. And
Right.
it's tragedy or something reunites these siblings. I'll read you the rest of this. And their exasperating father into chaos as they navigate messy family dynamics. Sounds like the same movie.
Because they were all MK Ultra victims.
Potential loss.
Right. Yeah.
It sounds like the same movie. And the other point is, again, why would I go to the theater to see this? This sounds like it's something that would have been on ABC's movie of the week.
Right, exactly. Back in the day. That's right.
I
And
mean, good God.
yeah, exactly.
Christmas, there's 3 releases. I pan these really quick. We have to have on Christmas the remake of Anaconda starring Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Oh, good.
So that might actually be the best comedy because they're not going to take it seriously.
Yeah,
Anaconda was a pretty serious, somewhat serious horror movie. It didn't have comedy artists in it.
Yeah.
And this one is.
That actually could be fairly fun.
That's probably the best comedy this holiday season.
Yeah.
Songs Sung Blue is Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. You talk about a blast from the past.
Yikes.
It's a true story about a Neil Diamond song impersonator. And believe it or not, it looked pretty good. And
well, I do find it funny in another true story about a non-impersonator that Robert Plant says that he went to Japan and sang a karaoke Zeppelin song and lost to an Asian Elvis impersonator.
Wow, that's a riot.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then there's a drama called The Coral with Ray Fiennes, and it's set in World War One. I don't know who's in it, but that's it, folks. There's no Christopher Nolan. No, we had Gladiator 2 last year. I love that.
Yeah.
None of that this year. No Ridley Scott.
We're super desperate, Dave. Give us a call, man.
Right.
That the movie industry is collapsing without you
as we speak.
As we speak.
So, well, that's it for us tonight. You can reach us on YouTube, like and subscribe us on YouTube. We have an email address. Please email us. It's onefortheroadpodcast@gmail.com. That's the number 1, the number 4, and then the road. Our website is up. It is also the number 1, the number 4, theroad.net. We have audio versions of our podcast available on Spotify, RSS, and Podbean. For C Squared, this is Mr. K. Have a good week.
Thanks, folks. Have a good one.